Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1971 Seattle Pilots What If Scenario. Today's matchup is between the Chicago White Sox and the Seattle Pilots at Brainiac Stadium. On the mound for the White Sox today is Fred Klages, whose record is 10-8 with a 4.47 ERA. And pitching for the Pilots, making his team debut, is Zachary, whose record is 0-0 with a 3.86 ERA. All right, we walked off yesterday's ball game thanks to a home run by Joey Pep. One of the worst games of the year. I mean, I know it resulted in a victory, but just so many games from Baseball Mogul do not accurately represent an actual baseball game. I think there were 7 errors in that game. There were walks that drove in runs. There were wild pitches that drove in runs. I mean, those things happen, but they don't happen. They happen organically, in a baseball game. Whereas here, it's manufactured specifically to get to whatever the final score is supposed to be, like as if it's predetermined. And you can't get a hit because, the pitcher has a certain whip, that they have to maintain. And so let's just give you a wild pitch here to score that run. Or, the pitcher's ERA, or maybe the team ERA, is right in the region where it should be, but you still have to score those runs somehow. The game is already predetermined. So why don't we just have 3 consecutive errors? Which is what happened to us yesterday. And there really wasn't even that many unearned runs in the end. But the ridiculousness in the programming for this game is so embarrassing. And we've wrote it out for multiple seasons now. And I'm just not really sure how we go on without going backward. And I think that might be the only way that when I start my Arizona Diamondbacks series that'll begin when we complete this season, I have to go back to the 2017 Baseball Mogul game. That is the only version, the last version that I can remember that actually worked. So I don't know if the 2023 version or the 2024 version is better, but from what I've read, each year that the new version has come out, there has been no gameplay updates. There's been rules updates, and they've they followed the current divisions and the current rules, and they've got everything up to date. But yeah, there's no improvement in gameplay, and that's just embarrassing. I can't believe this is a product that is actually available for people to buy, and you get 7 to 6 scores, which is a score that you could accurately assume would happen, but the way that you get to that result is just stupid. It's just dumb. I can't even believe this is a real baseball game. Okay, you've heard me say all of that before a million times, and I apologize. But I feel like if I can get my rant out early, then maybe it'll be more tempered when I go through the same shit in this game. All right. So look, we're going to play Game 3 of the series today. There is a day off afterwards, so we'll advance a day to get to the Angels series. Reminder, we do have the trading deadline. I am still actively trying to get rid of Dave Boswell. We're still waiting to see if there's going to be some trades for the Baltimore Orioles, who are way over budget. I would imagine they have to try to get rid of somebody, so maybe we'll see that happen. Let's go ahead and get today's game started. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and or subscribe to the channel. Zachary, we just traded for him as we got rid of some payroll, and we put him in the number 5 spot with an 80 rating. We'll see if he can't give us 5 or 6 good innings. That would be something, right? Taking a look at our bullpen, Kenny Sanders, the Colonel, is still going to miss 2 more days. And Denny Riddleberger, he pitched multiple innings yesterday. and he will not be available for today's ball game. Here's our lineup for today. Fred Klages is on the mound. He is a right-hander. We have plenty of hitters that are doing well, and we have plenty of hitters that are struggling. Don Bosch has not had a hit in 3 games. And although he is defensively superior, he'll get the day off today for Don Young. We'll see if he can't get lucky and give us a hit. Okay, let's go ahead and do the lineup rundown for the Chicago White Sox. Same as the first 2 games, really. Batting leadoff in center field is Angel Bravo. Batting second at first base is Bob Spence. Batting third at shortstop is Rich McKinney. Batting cleanup and catching is Ed Herrmann. Batting fifth in right field is Terry Crowley. Batting sixth at third base is Bill Melton. Batting seventh in left field is Carlos May. Batting eighth at second base is Rich Morales, with the pitcher Fred Klages in the number 9 spot. Okay, take a look here at Chris Zachary. You'll see he's making his first start for the Pilots. The numbers that he put up for the Royals were not great. The walks to strikeout ratio is enough to give me a heart attack. But we're hoping that he can get that right. He's actually been pretty good in the past. If you look at his career numbers, they're reasonable. So maybe we can get him right on our team. His endurance, he's probably a 6, maybe a 7-inning pitcher if he's pitching well. His control is good. His command is just below league average. His power is good. And his movement is just below league average. So, I mean, this is a guy that I hope can give us 6 innings and 4 or less runs in the number 5 spot. That's all we can ask for. Take a look at our defense. Solid everywhere. Of course, right field, shortstop are both below league average. We do have Don Young in center field today. A decent rating out there. And after a day off, Manny Sanguillen is back behind the plate today. Okay, here we go. Angel Bravo leading it off against Chris Zachary. And Zachary strikes him out. That's a good way to make a debut. A debut. 1 out. And then he gives up a nice single to left field. And everything is right in the world. Spence on first. Here is Rich McKinney. Shortstop. Hits a ground ball to his shortstop counterpart. Cannot turn the double play. We do get the lead runner. And that will bring up the lefty, Ed Herrmann. And Herrmann goes to left field for a base hit. Everybody always goes opposite field for singles. It's as obvious as the pitcher hitting a double. All right, well, this feels like a 3-run home run, and there is nothing we can do about it but throw the ball right down the middle. Yeah, that'll get everybody in. And that is the ball game. Terry Crowley's 12th double. I love it when the ball game's over in the first. That's pretty much every game. I love the 2-out rallies. 2-0 White Sox, and we'll play it out. Batting leadoff at second base is Tito Fuentes. Batting second in left field is Jose Cruz. Batting third and catching is Manny Sanguillen. Batting cleanup at first base is Joe Pepitone. Batting fifth at third base is Rich Rollins. Batting sixth in right field is Dave Parker. Batting seventh in center field is Don Young. Batting eighth at shortstop is Rick Auerbach. And batting ninth will be the pitcher, Chris Zachary. Fred Klages going for his 11th win. You can chalk it up right now. 10-8 at the moment with a 4.47 ERA. More walks and strikeouts. Opponents are batting .261 against him. 3 complete games and a shutout. Fastball topping out at 90 miles an hour. Ground ball percentage is 47.1%. He's got 2 pretty good pitches, a sinker and a fastball, both above league average. Overall rated at 82. The 27-year-old righty is arbitration eligible at the end of this year. Look at the defense. We don't need to look at the log. Right, well, we know We've already seen the first 2 games, right? So right field and left field below league average. McKINNEY at short is as well. The catcher, Herrmann, good defensively with a poor arm, but he throws out everyone anyway. Here we go. Tito Fuentes, 0 for his last 12. So the game is righting the ship with him. He's down to 280 now. Nothing we can do. Just put him in the lineup. Jose CRUZ. Of course, it's an opposite field hit, just like all 3 for the White Sox. That's why this game blows. As if you can't pull a 73-mile-an-hour curveball. We'll hit and run. It don't matter. Ground ball to second. CRUZ will advance, and Joey Pep, yesterday's hero. At least somebody's hitting home runs for us. This is his 13th. He flies out to left. Top of the second, Carlos May leading it off. Bottom third. Infield single. Well, hell, at least he pulled it. Rich Morales popping up. We'll pull the corners in. As Klages is probably going to drop it like it's hot. He's betting 0.23, which is Michael Jordan's number in Chicago and in error. So that's it. Fuck this game. I just don't give a shit. Total waste of our time. With Rollins popping it up. Normally one of the things I'd be even more angry about is this is Fred Klages, right? This is a guy who was out of baseball in 1967. You know, and he's still pitching, but we have a pitcher in there today that was out of baseball by 1970. So, you know, like, you can't bitch about one thing when it's also the same thing your team is going through. The old poo-poo platter. Third inning. This game is so fucking stupid. Pitcher gets a hit. Of course the pitcher gets a hit. 1 for 1 on the year. And then Fuentes with the hit and run on. Another error by a pitcher. My God. And now all the runs are unearned. So Clay just won't even get hurt by this. Oh, the pitcher's out at home. That's why he won't get hurt. And he's doubled off. Oh, no. Oh, they're going to give us one anyway. Oh, no, I guess they're not. Well, that's definitely the ball game. This is going to be a complete game shutout now. And that was Crowley. This little bitch. He's got a 58 arm. And he's got 10 outfield assists. With a 58 arm. That makes total sense. Great programming by Baseball Mogul. Instead of every single runner scoring in every opportunity, when you're 22 points below league average, every single person gets out running. That makes total sense. Oh, we couldn't even have our first 1, 2, 3 inning without getting another error. Here comes the 2-out rally. Nope. Gets out of it. God, this game just sucks so much. It's unbelievable. And, a 3-0 score in general is not that big of a deal. Like, I shouldn't feel like the game is already over. But what we've seen, how we've got to this point, is what destroys the experience for any game played. That's what sucks. Yeah, they walk him to get to the pitcher, who's already 1 for 1. So dumb. And a base hit to lead it off. Five to nothing. I mean, how do I even know if Chris Zachary is a good pitcher for us? There's no way to know. I mean, the results we're seeing are terrible, but all of his ratings are good. So is this just the game forcing us to lose because the White Sox are a better team? Or is this indicative of how he's going to pitch for us? There's no way to know. Honestly, it does not matter. Another runner thrown out on the base path. Little pitcher revenge. Well, that's good he caught. 94 pitches and he's done. So he didn't even get to the 6th inning. Doesn't matter that he was caught stealing. It really does not matter. It's already been determined. Well, a terrible performance, really. Pepitone gets a double. There's our first extra base hit. Hey, he's got double digits in doubles. Is this where they're going to give us one? We know we're not getting a home run. Yeah, we get one. Oh, no! He's going to throw out another one with a 51 fucking arm. I realize I'm swearing a lot lately, but you understand. Don Young can't even bother to swing a bat. Down 4 runs. And now they're pulling all the balls. 102 pitches for Zachary. Let's bring in the Gerb. It doesn't matter that there's lefties coming up. We know that. The lefties did exactly what they would have done if we had brought in a lefty. Poor Gerb. Morales popping it up. Another error, I have a feeling. Oh, no. Please don't cancel. There we go. Why do we have a delay there? That's weird. Looks like we're back on track. And Klages popping it up. All right. Even though the gerbil's 2 for 7, we'll bring in somebody more qualified. Yeah, just keep hitting all of the balls to shortstop. So dumb. 89 pitches for Fred Klages. Not even at 100 yet. Well, let's see if one of our lefties can get their ERA down. I'm guessing no. Lefty on lefty base hit. Does not matter. Yay, another line drive to short. Got to at least get the first two guys on. There we go. Good. That's great. It's not baseball mogul until you get the first two guys on base every inning. Ground ball to short. Convenient double play and a complete game, one-run performance for Klages. Of course, it's complete game, one run. Get the pitcher up so we can make a decision. Who cares? There's our third base runner thrown out by the right fielder today. Pilots lose 6-1. Oh yeah, we got to advance today. Let's see if there's any trades among the computer AI, which is obviously broken. No, nothing happening here. National League, things happen. Headline news: Brainiac baseball debut. Oh, New York's back in first. Interesting. That's fantastic. Hey, who cares? And there's a trade. Philadelphia trades Mike Willis to Washington. Well, let's take a little closer look and see who all's involved in that sham of a deal. We got Mike Willis and Steve Dillard. Oh, for the catcher, Jim French. He's going to Philadelphia. All right, well, let's look at that. So Jim French, at age 29, having one of his, well, this guy's always sucked. He had a career year last year. A 92 arm. What's his fielding percentage? Not great. 38% of the time throws people out. All right, well, he's going to Philadelphia. In return, Mike Willis. What you talking about, Willis? And Steve Dillard. 82 rating. Both go to single A. Is that a valuable thing, or is it just a payroll dump? I don't know. Oh, he's a free agent at the end of the year. And Washington's out of it, so it makes sense. And then it looks like we've already seen these guys here. Ron Guidry, Louisiana Lightning, 39 days. I bet you if they called up Ron Guidry right now, he's got an 89 rating, and he's already peaked somehow. I bet they called him up, he would be throwing complete game shutouts left and right. Meanwhile, our starters are not getting anything done. Okay, what a bunch of crap. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and or subscribe to the channel. Player of the game, I guess we have to give it to Jose Cruz. I think he got thrown out 3 times on the base path today. Nobody else would deserve it. I don't know if Zachary's good or not. I know that we suck based on the errors that we continue to get. I mean, Tito Fuentes is really getting destroyed. He's down to 278. His batting average has dropped 22 points in the last, 10 games? So the game is already determined that he is done. Fred Klages gets the win. He's 11-8. Zachary gets his first decision of the year. He's 0-1. All right. We'll come back tomorrow. Start a new series at home versus the Angels. Until then, everyone, have a great day.